Hi guys, it's Hannah from Half Acre Heart, and I just wanted to introduce myself before starting my very first video. I am a mom of two, and I am self-taught everything, so in these videos you're probably gonna see things that you're like, that's not how you do it. Whew, almost dropped my phone. Like that. Maybe use a tripod instead of just the corner of your daughter's bed. But I very much encourage you to, if you see something that you're like, hey, maybe this would be a better way of doing that, leave it in the comments. I am totally open to criticism, help, whatever you want to call it, advice, because I feel like I know that I don't know everything. And that is part of what this channel is about. It's about learning and mainly doing what I can with what I have, which is a lot of why maybe you'll see some things that are not ideal. But that's fine, because I feel like a lot of people want to venture into gardening but don't feel like they have all of the tools or resources or means to really get the outcome that they ideally want, and so it stops them from doing anything at all. So that is where I am in my journey and why I have started. I do hear a baby crying though, so we will have to continue this later. I'll go ahead and show you what we did earlier in the garden. Then we'll talk. Today is day one of getting the garden ready. We have a whole lot of weeds to pull, some old marigolds, which I might save the seed pods off of. You can still see what Maggie's grabbing. We're going to leave that in there, baby. That is the old banana pepper stalks. We're going to leave those in there just to add some good nutrients. That whole deal we are not touching right now. We're going to focus on the bed because I have seeds coming tomorrow that we are going to start. So let's get this bad boy ready. So garden bed has been weeded. Doesn't really look like it though because all of the, not all of, but a lot of the pine needles and leaves and the dead marigolds, I just kind of broke up, and I'm going to leave them in the bed. I don't know if that's right. I'm kind of learning as I go, but I feel like it's all stuff that's going to break down, and it's all stuff that will add some good things back to the soil that it didn't have before. So we'll see how this goes. Now we're going to add some more soil that I bought yesterday, and then we'll go ahead and prep my little mini greenhouse that I'll show you. So the garden bed has been filled with some new soil with the assistance of my tiny assistant. Hey, can you move those so that we can show them our little greenhouse? And then we made a little greenhouse just using solo cups and a Sterilite plastic container. It's still pretty cold here in Florida. Today, like during the day, it's gonna be fine, but at night it's been going down to like 27. We are in North Florida, zone 9A. So it's not every year that we get any type of cold weather like that, but every once in a while it does dip below freezing. So seeds are going in tomorrow because I'm still waiting for them in the mail. But I just wanted to show you guys my cheap little greenhouse setup. I mean, the solo cups, I still have a giant sleeve of them left. It was like $3, and then the container was maybe $6. So most of, oh, there she goes in her car. Almost everything that I am planting is going to be directly sown, or can be at least, but I'm not going to, just because with the weather being so iffy, like it just keeps going back and forth between, I'm mostly concerned with the lows. The lows are anywhere between like 50 degrees and 25. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start most of it in the little greenhouse that we made, and there will be a few things that are directly sown, like radishes, after we transplant everything. So, hey buddy! Hi Maggie! So what I'm growing right now is going to be a couple different types of tomatoes. Eggplant, it's not a normal eggplant, it's a Chinese eggplant. It's really cool looking, and I can't wait to show you guys when I get the seed packs in. But what else am I planting? Oh, snap peas. I already said radishes. There's something else I'm planting. Basil. I can't remember. There's something else I'm planting too. I will have to show you when I get the seed packs. But I'm planting more than I need in our little greenhouse, and anything that germinates more than what I need. I have plenty of neighbors that garden. I have a sweet little old lady next door. Her name is Lynette, and she gardens. I don't think she really vegetable gardens too much, but I think she'll still appreciate being gifted something. Just so, you know, they don't go to waste, because we don't have everything set in place for what I really want for the garden, which is what I'm gonna show you next. I'm gonna show you, or tell you about my plans for the garden, and I will show you where I want to put everything. And hopefully you can envision what I'm planning. We will see. Alright, so I'm gonna need you guys to visualize with me for just a moment. I'm gonna show you guys all the things that I want to do with our backyard and its current situation. Currently we just have the one raised garden bed. I believe it is 8 by 4, and then we have over here, I don't really know what to call it, but it is a space where we are going to do some in-ground planting. I did have pumpkins in before. They did okay, but we didn't actually get any pumpkins from it. The vines just kind of went wild. But we also have some grow bags. The only thing really growing in them right now, I have carrots in here. It needs to be thinned badly. And then we have some arugula that is doing okay. It's not great, but it's there. And then the rest of them, that one just has soil, 2 empties, soil, and this is our peach tree. Mostly we're going to use the grow bags, I think, for any of our root vegetables, just because I don't know how else we're going to get the depth that it needs, just because the beds that we have and that we're going to be building, the soil is, I don't know, maybe 10 inches deep, and that's it. So anyways, over in that area we're going to do some corn and okra, as well as the grow bags. And then visualize with me, okay? We have our one 8 by 4 raised bed. We're going to do a second one going parallel to the first over here, and then we're going to do one going perpendicular this way. And between these 2 beds and this one, we're going to do 2 arched trellises, which I think we're getting the materials for the first one next weekend. It's just not going to end at the second bed. We're probably going to do, I think we're doing snap peas maybe on it, and then on this side I might do something else, and I'm just going to do it from one of the grow bags. I think that'll be fine. Then the other part of what we're doing is right about here. We're going to put a chicken coop in, and we're going to get like 6 chickens, and then it's like 36 feet, I think, from the fence to where the coop is going to be, and we're going to put up some fencing to keep the dogs out because they are jerks, and they'll have a big like 36 by 10, I think it is, run. All of that, all the other structures that we're putting in should be done by March. I think giving myself until March to get everything done is realistic, because that's like 3 months almost. the biggest thing is going to be the chicken coop. It's most expensive. We thought about building one ourselves, but Jeremy just doesn't feel like it, which is fine. And then the garden beds, you know, the lumber, and we're going to use these corner bricks. Once I get everything, I'll show you. I'll make a video just for building those. And it's going to be much easier building than the one that we have now. Not that the one we have now was like hard to build. It's just going to be much less time consuming. And that's not the expensive part. The expensive part is filling it with the dang soil. And we're not in a place that we can really get the soil that I would like to, financially, and that's fine. I've said it before, this channel is all about doing what you can with what you have, and doing something is better than doing nothing. So the soil is still the most expensive part. As I said, this is like an 8x4 bed, and I got, let's see, what are these bags? So it already had soil in it from last time, and I just added 1, 2, 3, so 6 cubic feet plus 2 more, so 8 cubic feet I added to it, and it still could use more, and that's like it already had some in it. So and each of the bags that we got, I think they were $8 a bag. I can't remember, but we're gonna have to get more still. So we're gonna work on just growing the seeds that I'm getting in tomorrow, and hopefully by the time they're ready to transplant in like 4 to 6 weeks, probably more like 6 weeks, we'll be able to get some more soil just to give it a little bit extra, and hopefully some better soil too. We will see. You've now seen what I'm working with. My starting point, I guess it's not really my starting point because I have gardened the past 2 years, just in that garden bed. Was in a different spot before. Anywho, the whole point of making this channel is 2 reasons. One, for myself, to document kind of where I started and to see what works and what doesn't work. Because I feel like, for one, I don't learn by reading. I don't. So I have enrolled myself in YouTube University, and been watching other gardeners and learning from them. However, I know that not everything that they do is going to work for me and my garden. My soil is different. I live in Florida, and I feel like I haven't really found many people that have YouTube channels that are gardening in Florida that I really like watching. If you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments, because although right now it is pretty cold, in the summer it gets so hot and some of my plants really do struggle. But anywho, it's for me to learn from myself and to be able to look back at where I started, and to show everyone else that like you can start where you are. You know, I'm starting on my half acre and I'm making it work. Do what you can with what you have, and eventually, you know, we would like to have more land, and I still want to have the mindset of doing what I can with that land. Even if there are some restrictions, like right now, like I can have chickens, but I cannot get any other livestock. I mean, I can get like turkeys and other poultry, but I can't get a cow or anything like that. One, I only have a half acre, and 2, I live in a neighborhood, so few restrictions. But I just want to show other people, because I know I have friends right now even that would love to garden, but they just don't feel like, they think they have a black thumb or whatever. And I don't really think that's a thing, because I think it's just a matter of trying and being an observer. What's working, what's not working, and always being in a place where you can learn. Sorry, Buddy is doing his woofs. You'll hear that a lot because he's old, but he thinks he still got it. He doesn't. But yeah, I just want to show everyone, as I do it, that you can do it too. It's not, I don't want to say it's not hard, because sometimes it is hard when things don't succeed. But I have big dreams for my little backyard, and I would like to, one, produce food for my family, two, show other people that they're fully capable of doing that, because for me, I feel like just growing and providing your own food, not bought at a grocery store, is like there's just something to it that just, I feel like it's like a human need, because it's something that naturally we would do. We provide for ourselves, for our families. And I just feel like there's something so fulfilling in that, that it's something that I think everyone really would enjoy, as long as you just take back those expectations of it working immediately. You know, I feel like you can read all you want, but you're going to really learn the best by doing with gardening, just because not all of the factors for someone else are going to be the same for you. I mean, for me, it's not just like the soil and everything. It's the fact that that I have children, and I don't always have the time to go outside and garden, do anything. So